What's up, you all? It answer request the legendary Miss Mariah Carey. 90s versus thousands versus tens versus 20s. Same song battle. Let's get right on into it. Okay. Okay, the audio quality is not great so far. Same. I like that one. Okay. Come on. I love that. I love the transition on those. Okay, due to the audio discrepancies, I'm not even going to try to do the whole verses thing because it wouldn't be fair. Because some may sound more powerful, more projected, but it could just be the audio because on some of them, they're just complete. Some of them are just terrible, and others are great. It wouldn't even be fair to do that. So I'm just going to listen and enjoy it and tell you what I see. Definitely strained, tension up there. Sing perfection. Oh, she said I ain't even gonna try the first part there. Come on, transition. Just right now, 90s is winning for me. Whether clip or the actual vocal, 90s is winning. It's the ease, it's the projection, it's the resonance, but it's also the runs. I mean, in the falsetto, like the way she breaks into those runs and into that falsetto is just like magic. So seamless. You better distort. You better growl. Go ahead. Okay, these two, I love those. Come on. Okay, that was fairly recent. Ooh, the resonance. Good grief. Agility. Distortion. Sustain. Come on. The brain support, the stamina. Come on. Even the descent after. The agility right there is golden. The transition, the hip was after. Interesting, she didn't do the transition that time. That was real good, that was nice. No transition. Come on! The ascent on respect is nasty. Okay, she gave me the growl, the distortion, and the seamless flip into the head voice. I mean, she gave me opposite extremes there. I like that. I appreciate that. I think I prefer the distortion on Unselfish. Okay. Come on, who was that? was strained up there, but I liked it. Like the break, it was like a distorted, even though she was actually struggling. But it had a nice character to it. I like that. I liked it. More emotion to it, I think. Sing. He was getting them highs. Sing. Love the distortion. That's fairly recent. Ooh, I like that. Great placement. Sing, resonance, the tone, beautiful. Interesting, she went from a closed valve to an open valve. You can tell the massive difference in projection with that. Yeah. Never attempt. Okay. Come on, Descent. But there's a weird computer quality to her voice in that clip. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It's not necessary. Come on. Nice serious one. But did y'all catch how chest heavy that one was? Usually her mix is more balanced, but it was chestier on that. And I liked it. That reminded me of debut Mariah Carey when she was, just real chest, just a thick, slightly darker sound to her overall, but that was real punchy. Okay. Love her vitality. Come on. Good transition. Wait, I love the way she started off with like that riff, and then just the way she did that and just landed on and sustained that straight note. Something about that, the way she started it, made the sustained straight note that much more just fulfilling to me. I don't know what that was. Just a great approach. Ooh, resonance. Sustain. Come on. The power, the resonance there. Oh. I must have missed the C5, but come on. Come on. That sing. That had a little break on that. One of those notes from there. I prefer her more. Sometimes she was struggling more, obviously, but I kind of prefer several of them when she's struggling because again it adds character, like the little accidental breaks, the squeaks that I call them, you know what I mean? And the distortion gives it more character in a lot of these places. Same. Come on. Sound like a literal angel. So doggone potent there. Ooh, I like. That's more like an ethereal type vibe here. A smoother, more breathy whistle. Less just potent and clear. It had more of a velvety texture to the whistle there. I love that. The other one is which is just, I mean, deafening you. It's so potent, it's so powerful, and crystal clear. Yes, but I prefer her more soft, ethereal type whistles like there. That was beautiful. This is one of my favorite shoes. Oh, I like that with the vibrato there. I like that. Come on, the story. Super bright. Hey, the background. The background is savage. There. Sing, y'all. Listen to him. Come on. That growl was mean. You better sustain. What was that? Excuse me. Sustain. See, that was more cutesy. I'll be honest. It wasn't nearly as powerful as the other ones. It was kind of like a squeak, but not quite. In there, a little break to it. It was more cute. That growl was like, come on. Okay. First of all, that run at the end was mad quick, but her voice, you could tell she's not pushing nearly as hard um, um, for that final performance. But the breaks and stuff and the little squeaks are interesting. But like I said, man, '90s Mariah had the most ease. I feel like that's obvious. She had the most ease. I don't know. Early 2000s at times seemed to have actually more clarity and in certain mid belts, more I would say even just raw power. But in the early '90s, Mariah did everything so easily, and she would sustain a lot more and incorporate these lightning quick runs a lot more. You know what I mean? But I feel like certain early and even mid 2000s Mariah had just more raw power. Like a little, maybe she was pushing a little bit more, and like I said, the distortion and the growls and the just straight up roars and breaks and squeaks. All of that to me added character. Like I prefer quite a bit, even though technically speaking, they might not have been as perfect as '90s Mariah. But yeah, I mean, it's just interesting. I feel like she had different primes, like just different things that stood out and made her different. Like there are some points overall '90s Mariah I would say was brighter naturally, but again there was a clarity and a power, and at certain points even a more resonance in 2000s like Mariah 2000 early to mid to like 2010 Mariah mainly, like all that time she gave me different things that are captivating. And like I said, the whistle I prefer. I love when her whistles are more soft and velvety in texture, and just smooth. And I like the fact that she can do both. She can do everything in the whistle. You know what I mean? But I mean, '90s Mariah though, to be honest with you, was a completely different beast. Like she was just her ease was just it was just natural. Everything that she did came natural to her. She didn't have to think about it. She didn't have to try hard. I mean, she was young. Her like she would just, anything she could do. The runs are like breathing to her. And lightning fact, the transitions incredibly seamless. They're always seamless throughout this whole video. But in the '90s, it was just, it was like no breaks necessary. Just in and out of whatever, like whatever register, head to falsetto to whistle to chest to low notes, to high. It did not matter. It was just everything was just inhumanly easy for her. And yeah, I mean, and her background singers, so I mean, the way they were hitting them notes, on tight and don't let go. When they would hit that, I mean, every time they were savage. They were absolute, and somebody was doing a run when she kept coming in, just the most killer run at the start of every single one of those particular uh, uh, examples that were showing. I'm like, who is that running? Is that the person right next to her? Or is it one of her background singers? They were, I mean, just killing. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, let me know what you all thought. Thank you all for liking and subscribing. Please do more for your favorites. Peace.